What's up, everybody? This is Something You Should Know podcast. I'm Brian.
I'm Jonathan.
This is episode 14. And today we're just gonna get right into it, pretty much. Or actually, what's your song of the week?
Oh shit, we didn't even do that. You go first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why you always need time to think?
Steroids by Death Grips.
Say that again.
Steroids by Death Grips.
For sure.
Yeah.
You really like them.
Yeah.
My song is BQE by Coda the Friend. New album coming out tonight, I think. So check that out. Let's talk about Scarface. You've never watched it.
I feel like I have, but I don't really remember it. No.
But you obviously know the whole point. It's a Cuban gangster, kingpin, drug empire, all that simple stuff. You actually know what I never knew? I didn't know the one with Al Pacino was a remake of the original one. Apparently the very first one came out in 1932.
32, god damn.
But like obviously the Al Pacino one's like the classic.
Yeah.
It is a classic movie though, obviously. How do you feel about remakes? Do you think I feel like I've seen a lot of remakes, and I feel like not all of them are very well deserving of it.
Yeah. Do you have an example of a remake of like a popular movie, I guess?
I feel like superhero movies to an extent.
Yeah, they usually make them better, but I feel like there's a point where it gets too repetitive, especially if it's like a series, like the Batman series, like they were the old ones. And I think that's good, like to do like those kind of remakes, because like with new technology and stuff, you can make the movies cooler. But like with the Scarface, I don't know. I think it's a classic because it's like I wouldn't say it's a one of a kind, because like you said, there's the earlier version, but if you were to remake it, I don't know. I remember what you could do different.
I remember the example you told me was the impact.
Yeah,
I liked about it.
Yeah.
Like the impact wouldn't be the same.
Yeah,
especially for the legacy and like how classic of a movie the Al Pacino version is.
Yeah,
like I think certain movies like that, like you're not gonna top that. You shouldn't try to top it.
Yeah,
but also like maybe give it a shot, but don't be surprised if you don't make something better.
Yeah, or like it won't get that many. Like people won't be so interested in watching it because they're already like satisfied with the first one or something. Like don't care. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah. What's known right now about it is it's gonna be directed by Luca Guadagnino. I'm not.
What is it?
Guadagnino. Whatever, but he's known for Call Me by Your Name.
Okay.
Which was like a love movie. So I don't know if he's the best director for it. I don't really know much else about him. I could be wrong. The Coen brothers are gonna write it. And the most surprising thing is Michael B. Jordan is rumored to be Scarface.
That's surprising.
How come?
Just because of
random.
the ethnicity, not being racist or anything, but you know, when you think of Scarface, you think of Al Pacino, and
I don't know.
It would be interesting.
It's
definitely.
not that I feel like not that it's like a racist thing. I think it's more of just you're so used to like that classic image of what Scarface, which is Al Pacino.
Yeah.
So it's just hella different.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's Al Pacino. Like how are you gonna top that?
Yeah.
like this that role is just for him.
Exactly. Like everybody knows him for
that kind of role.
Yeah.
For like that gangster role.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like other actors playing other ethnicities that's not their own? And it's usually white actors playing other ethnicities.
I don't know. I'd rather have a good actor play a role than the one that they feel like will like please the cultural standards, I guess. I don't know, something like that. Like,
I feel
like
that
quality over requirement. Like
that's a good way to put it.
I don't know how to explain it, but
no, I get what you mean. I'm like 50-50 on it, pretty much. I do think the opportunity for whatever ethnicity is being casted, they should get the opportunity to be the actor, the actress, and whatnot. But at the same time, the other 50% is like I want the person who's gonna play that role the best.
Yeah.
So, just quality. Kind of what you said, quality over. I said we'll call it a requirement right now, but I guess for pleasure, like what's gonna please.
Yeah.
What's gonna be more accepted.
Public.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But what is annoying, not gonna lie though, is saying that a lot of. Like, what was the movie my brother just brought up? I think it was like the animated Avatar movie. Like, I don't know if you watched, not the animated, the real life anime movies. Like have you ever seen that Goku one? Hella years ago. There's a Goku one. There was
real people?
Yeah, there's the Last Airbender one.
Oh shit.
There's a couple other ones, but all the actors are like white.
Oh wow.
So like that's annoying. I feel bad for the Asian community that has to always see that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they go through it the worst, the most.
Yeah. Especially for anime stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, that's just it. That just doesn't seem right. Mm-hmm. That's about all I got for that. I hope. I don't know. I probably wouldn't watch a remake. Too long. 3 hours, 3.5 hours. Michael B. Jordan. Like, nah, I can't do that. A new thing we wanted to start was called the Laugh of the Week, where we'll find a new video online or whatever, and we found one.
Which one should I play?
Let's do.
You said we do both.
Let's do Laugh Factory.
Okay.
Yeah.
Laugh Factory.
It's funny how it kind of like ties in, or like the topic, I guess, ties in
to the last episode. Yeah.
So, I don't know what's more embarrassing is the fact that I'm 40 years old and I tried Molly for the first time last year. Or I was hanging out with other 40-year-olds that gave it to me for the first time last year. What an amazing trip this shit is. Where the hell have I been all my life? You know, I see, you know what I blame that on? My father. I grew up with a military father, and he was very strict. Everything was military. Everything was his way or the highway, all right? You know, we couldn't have long hair. We couldn't have facial hair. You know, we couldn't have tattoos, no piercings of any kind. Couldn't wear your hat in the house. And I swore, like, when I left the house, I was going to do all of that shit, man. And all I had was a goatee, so. I'm going to move out soon. I am. I just got to get that nerve to get out. It's so nice when your mom just does your laundry and makes you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So bad. Oh, man. And I couldn't believe, like, the trip that I don't know, man, this euphoria that you go through is just unbelievable. Like, I want to be honest with you, like, and I don't know anything about this drug when I took it. I was very green. I don't know the lingo. I don't know the terminology. And we were in Vegas last weekend for EDC, and didn't even know what the hell the festival was about. I just went. All right. Now I don't know if you've ever been to a rave or a music festival like that, but man, you have to be on this shit in order to understand all of that. Because I'm there and this music is loud, and I'm like, you turn that down. DJ wasn't having it. But we're in the hotel room, and my buddy's like, dude, he goes, Renee, I know you don't know why we're here, but I'm going to be honest with you. He's like, we're going to be doing Molly, and we're going to be rolling hard this weekend. And I was like, you know what, bro? If there's any rolling going to be involved, I got a bad back. This is not going to happen. I'm 40. I'd be very uncomfortable doing Molly in front of all you guys. What time is she coming to the room? Like, do I need singles? Do I need to pull out some cash? I feel it in my body still. I'm like, wow, okay. So, this is the problem that I have doing drugs for the first time that I've never done before. Like, you know, because when you do something for the first time, like, you start to overthink the process, and that's the problem. So now your body becomes tense, and you're not letting the drug take effect. So the whole time I took this pill, so I'm like my body's tense. I'm like, okay, am I doing it now? Am I rolling? Am I rolling? Am I rolling? And I just don't know it. Am I rolling? And I just don't know. What was that? What the fuck was that?
Was that you, or was it like?
Has that happened to me?
Yeah, it was the like I guess for me, for my first time, I wasn't like that. I really didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So like when my first time doing all that, it was like an hour in. It was an hour in. I didn't know what to expect. No one told me what to expect, and we're just walking around the tent, through tents, watching DJs and whatnot. And for some reason, I just like I find myself kind of like jittery, jumping a little bit, and I'm just and then I turned to my homie Juan, and I was just like, "Hey, bro, I think I'm feeling it." And then my brother's just right behind me watching, just laughing at me. He's just,
oh my god,
he's just like he's rolling.
The first time I did it, it was kind of like I kind of knew what to expect. I knew like you should just be like super able to enjoy yourself. Like you should be free of stress, kind of thing. Like, so I kind of just tried to focus on that, but still, there were like times where I'd hold myself back, of course. Like, but yeah,
I get the. Yeah, I don't know how to work here, you know. Like Android or
Who's
whatever.
that? We're freaking out. So about like 20, 25 minutes in, I'm like, I got nothing. You know, because I wasn't letting it take effect on my body. So now I'm like, this shit is whack. Oh, boy, this is some bunk shit, man. I was like, oh. And then right about 2 minutes after that, blacked the fuck out. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know my name, and I didn't give a shit. Oh my God. By the time I came to my senses, I literally turned into a 15-year-old cheerleader. I'm not kidding you. I was doing shit I've never done before in my 40 years existence on this planet. Like, I'm sitting there just dancing. This music is boom, 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 boom. I was on one.
You think he goes on the rail?
on the rail, no,
Just
no,
no, that's so funny. Do you believe him? Or do you think he just thought about it?
no. I believe him. Like that's for sure a story to tell. Doing it at 40, after like trying to fit into like, I guess just be like what you're supposed to be, like without any like, I guess like drugs to help you, like just I don't know. I don't want to say that you need drugs to like open your mind, but like to it kind of opens your body, I guess.
I feel like I've always thought of at least Molly. It kind of just takes you to like yeah, you can get to a certain level of excitement and like kind of want to say love and then just love feelings and all that excitement, love and all like your you can only get your levels of emotions up so high, and then when you're rolling or doing them, all that, it takes you up to that next step that you can't I don't think is reachable if you don't have it.
Yeah, it just breaks these boundaries of like your like I guess social boundaries, social and cultural boundaries that you've put on yourself, and it just allows you to like open up, I guess. Yeah.
Responsibly though, be responsible. Something I kept seeing online, kind of wanted to talk about, bring it up to you, what you think about it. What are your thoughts about artists taking too long to drop music or too long to drop music?
It kind of sucks when your favorite artist doesn't drop like, or artist you like doesn't drop music because like obviously you want to hear them, but a lot of times they're your favorite artists because they take their time on their stuff and it's good quality stuff, and if they were to rush it, then like you might lose appreciation for them, but sometimes not. Like I have a lot of artists that I like that drop stuff all the time, and it's kind of just nice seeing that they do it for themselves. Like they just put music out for themselves, like because they like doing it rather than pleasing like the public. But yeah, like quality over quantity, stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you think quantity can still be good though?
Yeah, like you just gotta people, or it depends on the artist if they care about being like criticized for stuff that they just wanted to put out that might not have fit or please the listener's ear, I guess. You know.
I'm in the same boat as you. When I was thinking about this though, it like my favorite artist is like Kendrick. I really like Kendrick, and he dropped music like every 3 years.
Yeah.
And I think realizing every time he drops something, it makes me realize how short 10 years kind of is. And just the sound, how much the sound can change. Because I feel like with music, timing is everything also. Because like there's for sure some albums I've heard and it just wasn't the right time for it.
Yeah.
And I can't really think of an example for one, but
do you think
it's not appreciated.
Was dropped in the right time period?
Yeah, I think it was perfect.
Okay.
I think it was a year early. For me personally.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of the content and stuff he was talking about in it was the right timing. But for me, as a Kendrick fan, I wasn't really ready for it. I was not ready. Like, you can ask anybody for the first year, I hated To Pimp a Butterfly. I did not like it. Because I like Good Kid, Mad City. So I was expecting that. But
I liked how deep To Pimp a Butterfly was. And just like how, it was hella deep. Yeah,
like it took me a year to really realize it, sit with it, and then it's my favorite. It's my personal favorite of his. It's come out.
But it took a second to grow on you.
Yeah, it took a year. Yeah. I also don't like to force music. Like because I gave it a couple listens. Yeah. I didn't like it. Wasn't fucking with it. And then I came back to it a year later and started fucking with it. Nice. Talking about like timing and all that. How many years do you think it really like the sound changes or like a fan? Because something that I'm kind of not scared of, but like my friends have talked about it. They've talked about like their older siblings who were hella into music when they're younger, but they got older, so they just stopped liking music. Or it's not that they stopped liking music; they just stopped like messing. They stopped liking music as much as they used to.
Yeah, like being passionate about it, kind of just. Yeah.
So I feel like that's what I mean by like 10 years just feels so short. It's like you could lose so many fans. I feel like if you take too long. But at the same time, I don't know. I like to think of artists as people still too. Yeah. Like they have their own lives to live. Like just how we do. Yeah. And there's so many other artists out there too. So it's...
You gotta take it as art. Especially when they take that long. You gotta be able to like appreciate every bit of it. Like the work they put in, like the thoughts they had behind the work. You know?
How do you feel about like... Or what do you think's... I feel like we're just so young on it too. Like, because I feel like if I was older, I'd notice, especially before streaming. Like, was it still such a give me more type of mentality? Yeah, like that's what I always think of. Because when I was younger, there was hella mixtapes, so there was a lot of music. I never had the mentality of I want more, I need more from you. You're not dropping enough. Yeah, so on, so on. What do you think?
I think like before streaming, people were just looking for that like that song, that like hit song from like an artist. I feel like the artist came second to the song. Like they just wanted that song they could like jam out to. Like, you know, all the old like I don't know why. What came to mind was Candy Shop by 50 Cent. Like that's like a popular song, I guess, that like everybody knows that like I don't know if after that song people were like, oh, 50 Cent. They kind of just like that song for the song and like the art it was, I guess.
Nah, your point's valid.
Put it in their head, yeah.
Nah, yeah, your point's valid. I've heard that from, I think Jay-Z had an interview where he was saying during that time that Candy Shop or 50 Cent was like popping, all like during that time 50 was popping, everyone else kind of had to take a step back. Because he was the biggest thing out. Yeah. So people had to like pause real quick, wait till his like flame cooled down, and then that's when they could, you know, drop their music again. So I think that was like 90s. No, that was early 2000s. I'm tripping. I feel like with early 2000, I feel like that era. Yeah, I feel like that era was a lot what you said. And then after that, I don't really know what happened after that, to be honest. Okay, like I feel like I wasn't old enough, so I don't really know. but I feel like with streaming, it's like for sure messed it up.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just it's giving people that like, well, this week this so and so is gonna drop. Next week, all these other people are gonna drop. It's just so much. I feel like it makes it. I like how it makes it easier for people to drop music.
Yeah.
And how more accessible it is. But I feel like it does play a big part in why music may feel oversaturated.
Yeah, I agree.
And why it's kind of ruined fans.
Yeah. I think that allows for artists like Kendrick to be more appreciated, taking time on their craft and stuff. You know, like just taking longer. They're just kind of doing the same thing that they were doing as always, not really taking into consideration like the effects of streaming and stuff. Like they can just that's just a platform, like a utility for them to use to get out their stuff.
I think streaming, like with streaming to me, it's kind of like a question, but question is more of like what I'm gonna say. I feel like streaming is bad for the future of listeners, especially like younger people. I mean, it's just bad to me because I like music, but I think it's bad because when I think about eras, I think about like the CD era and like the music or the era before streams.
Yeah.
People had to buy what they like, had to look for what they liked and whatnot. A little bit more than with streams. I feel like with the streaming era, they're kind of feeding it to you in a way.
Yeah.
You can open your phone, you'll see whatever's on the front page, the like top 40 and all that. And I feel like, especially with younger people, because those are the new listeners. I feel like that's just gonna ruin their
experience,
their interest in what music.
Yeah.
And just like, that's just me. That's just what I'm saying. Like, obviously, because I feel like me saying that is kind of saying like younger people are going to be lazier listeners. Yeah. Yeah. But I do. It's not that I think they all will. I think that's kind of what streaming's building newer listeners to be.
Yeah. It's just allowing people to find more music easily and stuff. There will always be those people who like music for the message or like art it's portraying, like just general music. People that appreciate music for art rather than just like the sound, I guess, just like the vibe you get from it or like the vibe it gives off, like how much you can enjoy it. That kind of brings me to EDM. Like it's just mostly just sound. It's not really art. It's like a vibe. Like I guess.
Not even to be funny, like the vibes.
Yeah, vibe check.
No, but I totally get what you meant.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, artists are people. You know, I realize I need to follow like a lot of stands. Like I follow like a bunch of like stan accounts and shit. I'm just like, nah, y'all toxic.
I know they like obsess over these artists that don't even know about their existence. It's crazy.
And then it's also like
I miss blank and or that's kind of. I guess that's something I don't understand, like Lil Peep stan pages and like X stan pages, and they say like they miss him. Like, I get it, I guess, but like I don't know. I just
nah.
I guess I miss Mac Miller if I had to say someone, because like it was just a bad time for him to go. Like he was so young, he was just like perfecting his craft. I don't know, stuff like that.
I feel that. Like, there's a few artists I miss, for sure. Like, Mac's one of them, because... I find myself missing them when I go back to listen to their music. Every single time. Yeah. Like, when I go back to listen to Mac, I'm like, damn, like, we could have got more. You could have evolved. Like, you could have grown up. Could have seen them, like, grown up. Especially if it sucks when it's someone you look up to. That's about all I got on that topic. You got anything else? Or you got anything about it? That's it. Something I did want to bring up to you. That kind of relates to like this whole Kendrick thing. I saw a lot of comparisons with Kendrick and Kanye. I know you don't really do you listen to Kendrick, Kanye like that?
Kendrick, not really. I mean, Kendrick, I listened to all his albums. Maybe not the Untitled album, but not really. No,
not really Kanye.
Nah.
All right, but. So I wanted to do something kind of like a discography battle type thing, but obviously not a whole versus another one. I want to do like an album versus an album. We both listen to them both, see what we think about it. What do you think about that? You down for it?
Cool, yeah.
Obviously we do the same genre, not too different, not too keep it fair. Who comes to mind?
Off tops.
Yeah, like who comes to mind?
Shit.
Because I at least wanted to make it someone that like you'd be interested in listening to.
Yeah.
Cause last time I had your ass listen to a Kanye album.
Oh yeah, I got 2 songs there.
You're like, yeah, let me click play.
I'm thinking of Kendrick, like Good Kid, Mad City. I don't know. I don't compare like albums like that unless they're the same artist. You know.
We could do that.
Yeah.
I'd do that in a way. Actually, you know what? No, because I feel it depends on the artist too. It really does depend on the artist. Because like, there's some artists who really like you look at their catalog, you totally from just by looking at it, you're like, yeah, that one's better. That one's better. I don't really need to listen to it to know what else is better. Fuck it. You know what? We're gonna think about it. We're gonna talk about it. I'll get back to y'all next week. All right. That's about all I got for this week. Stay safe. Corona getting crazy out there. All you SoCal people, y'all some weirdos for protesting. Yeah, that's about all I got. What about you?
That's it. Yeah.
All right. Deuces.
Thanks for watching.